On the isolated shores of the Rio Dulce, Casa Guatemala provides schooling, nutrition, and healthcare to over 200 children from 30 different communities around the region.
Here we're gonna need to do some work on our tower. So as you can see on the top, we have the cement floor that comes across, and then on the second floor, we've just have these pallets with the tanks that we need for our water filtration system. There is some stress that we are starting to see on the beams on each side, so we want to put some new columns in down the middle of each area so that we can put a secondary floor across this area to have more space for the tanks and just better organized, so that also when we're filling our tanks we don't lose the runoff water. Sometimes with the water filter system we need to have the pump running longer to fill up their tanks, and then the other tanks for our regular water that goes to the sinks and the toilets gets overflown. We don't want to waste that water, so you can see how even that piece of wood in between is starting to buckle. And you know, we do live in a land of 100 earthquakes a day, so making sure we don't lose this beautiful investment is important. So we're going to have to put in new columns here, 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 and here, all the way up to each level. And that is a project that needs to be completed.
Because of the centric location of our water tower, if there was an earthquake that caused it to fall, it would be catastrophic, putting in danger both the boys' house, our carpenter area, and the pathway where the children go back and forth to school each day. In the last month, we had a 5.6 earthquake and many aftershocks in Guatemala that has caused some damage to the oldest building of our school. We noticed that some of our beams and our posts had been damaged, and now we need to make sure that these are fixed.
Es el aula de quinto, que se pudrieron las vigas ya, y el aula de sexto está en la parte de arriba, pero ya están bien podridas las vigas. Al igual las vigas del piso también están quebradas las vigas.
We actually have a larger project in the work looking for a major capital funding to replace this building altogether. But in the meantime, we desperately need to change the posts that are holding the structure up to ensure that it has a life to give for a little while longer. Your donations today will help us to see that these posts and these beams are replaced right away so that the kids can continue to enjoy their classrooms. So thank you for being here with us today and helping us to ensure that this project will quickly be completed and our kids will be safe and happy at school.